Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up in alien rocket shit. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back.
It's a 1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner, boy. Poppy still got my pick in the glass. Say, why they keep messing with G? I mess it the beat. Got burners and burnouts with 2nd degree. I just totaled my Tesla, ain't stressing receipts. I got back in that thing in like less than a week. I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stomped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments I bought for $1 million. Put cross on the wall and I auction the building. Now watch them play my strip. It's a cover up. Watch me spray my wrist. Get another one. Watch which name got this. Pick up brother. Watch it game my rich. With the bubble up. Stop it. She poppin', I seen them girls too often. My money come from content, Chris on market with some parking. Wait, cause I was just doing the walk-ins. Now I got a neighbor with a garden. Just on my car, I got a login. Chick on wood trees, don't put login.
Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go. Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up in alien rocket shit. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Hey, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back.
It's a 1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner, boy. Poppy still got my pick in the glass. Say, why they keep messing with G? I mess it the beat. Got burners and burnouts with 2nd.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Wrestling with Toxicity as we get ready for the greatest wrestling show on television today, NXT. And not just any NXT, but week 1 of the Great American Bash. I am, of course, your host, Super Beer Vince Hoover, joined as always by the Booker, Jason Hoover. And I am live from the TGN Network studio, brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the absolute best place to get your tickets, whether it be a wrestling show, concert, sporting event, comedy show, whatever it may be. Use their easy-to-use color-coded system to make sure you get the absolute best deal. And then at checkout, use code SUPERBEARD for $20 off your very first purchase. Yeah, the watermark. Thank you, Sheepish. I don't want to cover up anything about Joe Hendry, though, so we're not going to put it up just yet. Because I think it would cover it part. Let me see where it's at. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, we can put it up now. We're in for one hell of an episode tonight. Of course, Joe Hendry in concert 6 months ago, if you'd have said that to anybody that he was going to be on WWE doing a concert, they'd have laughed in your face. And now here we are. We also got Thea Hale going after Roxanne Perez for the women's title. The women's tag team titles are on the line as Unholy Union takes on Metaphor of Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. What else? There was other stuff. I forgot. My brain shut off. What are the other matches for week 1? Why is my brain not working? Somebody help me!
Working on it.
Help me!
All right. So anything that's been going on, we got the Heritage Cup. Tony D'Angelo versus Cape Gun Heights. We've got Unholy Union versus Metaphor. We got Carmen Petrovich and Lola Vice and Sol Ruka versus Stella and Henley, JC Jane and Jasmine Nix, and Roxanne and Thea Hale. Night 2, the only thing.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Jasmine Nix's birthday is also July 29th. Her and I have the same birthday.
So much.
Her and I have the same birthday.
Explains so much. It's so much.
So I put out, if you go to my TikTok, I put out a theory on how they can make the Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom thing work. But also, people aren't. I understand the pain of and the want for Dr. Doom to be this amazing character, but you're also not looking at this from a franchise perspective. RDJ started the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Now RDJ is going to be the man to end it as they do a soft reboot moving into the Mutant Saga as they collapse down the multiverse. So he is the bookend of the first iteration of the MCU, and that is part of why he was cast for this. It's all good, Rebel. So that's why, and I understand, like, but again, if they go with my theory, which Kevin Feige, give me a call, it allows them to go and stick with the storyline from the comics and all the motivation behind Dr. Doom while the person happens to look like Tony Stark. I'm not going to say any more because if you want to know the theory, go watch my video. Duh. Yeah. But yeah. So it's good. There's a good. We're going to talk more about it on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. I've had a chance to calm down and we can talk about this. Tonight's main event is Roxanne Perez versus Thea Hale for the Women's NXT Championship, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. And by the way, another halfway decent movie as a lead-in to NXT, into the wrestling. They had Pacific Rim on. Punisher's rumored to be coming back in Daredevil Born Again. And supposedly we're going to find out more about Daredevil Born Again at D23 coming up.
Yeah. So apparently some of the Disney execs actually really like the Punisher character. Why? I don't know, but they do. So.
Well, it's a popular character. So I get it.
Now. Forever. Together.
Welcome back, Darius.
Chocolate Boy, they are.
Seriously, Tank, we need to get in there and take our spots as hosts of the Great American Bash. I mean, it's going to change the entire face of NXT.
Hank, this is going to change the entire face of the world.
Golly.
Let's bring the electricity.
I love
Even
these guys
Lady
as
D?
hosts, too. This is a great choice to have them as hosts.
Security bypassed. Who would ever be security here?
I'm glad to see these two actually finding their characters.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're so much fun. Happy to have you here, Darius. I'm sorry you're stuck doing
Oh no, Hank, the firewall! No, Tank, that's drywall. Oh no, Hank, the firewall! Do it.
They're just going right through the lasers, too. Like... This is great.
This is hilarious.
We blew all the fuses. Let's move. That's because no hosts before us have ever been this magnetic, Hanky. I found the backup. Go, 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 go! Hank! Hank! Hank, I see it! Hank, I see it! I see it, Hank! Hank! It's time for the Great American Bash! Yes!
The power is on and the summer tradition has arrived. A historical event begins with a 2-week special here on Sci-Fi. And tonight, it's week 1 of the Great American Bash.
Who said that in chat?
Not one, not two, but Booker.
Tyler's like Hank and Tank with their miniature R-Truth.
Championship matches here tonight, live on the Great American Bash, and none bigger than our main event. There you see our women's champion who arrived earlier today, looking for respect. Will she earn it in the main event
This is gonna
against
be
the
awesome.
And the family has arrived along with the Don, who is all business tonight with his Heritage Cup on the line against Tavion Heights. That matchup takes place later tonight as well, and not to be outdone.
Mal, do you have an Apple? If
This
you have an Apple, there's a
superstar
problem with
arrived. The
Twitch,
massive North
TikTok.
American champion, Obafemi.
If
It's time
you do
to
not have an
start
Apple,
the Great
just restart your
American
app.
Bash.
Oh.
Ooh, we're starting with the tag match. So, by the way, we've talked about, like, Joe Hendry going after Ethan Page and all that stuff.
Mhm.
What if he goes after Oba?
And we're kicking things
Ooh.
off with the first
He's had a lot of experience
Great
with large
Championship
monsters and
matches
moves.
Yeah.
tonight, and you won't miss a second.
And that's a great way to kind of transition from Joe Hendry into moves for Oba.
But I want to get to this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, technically there's no number one contender right now for Overfin. There are none. It's,
Yeah.
no one has been named.
What if the Joe Coffey Joe Hendry match ends up becoming a number one contender for the North American title? Then Joe Hendry and Joe Coffey have a match. Joe Hendry and Obafemi have a match at No Mercy, and Moose comes out afterwards, challenges Oba, which leads to Halloween Havoc.
That would be nice. Yes, Noam Dar is still injured. He is still recovering. It was a major surgery.
When we talk about action, the champions quite
Happy to see these
the
defended on
unholy
NXT.
union.
Yes, Victor. Twin demons
Thank you, Joe.
of destruction, man. I'm gonna tell you, the first time I saw these two was destined. It was destined for them to be together. And now, holding
Dawn has grown on me. I was always a fan of Down the Fire, but Dawn has
I love
grown
it.
on me.
It was last week
Love
that the
Island.
challengers
Amazing.
issued the challenge, and it didn't take long for the champions to respond on social media. The NXT Universe.
Not
on
sure
their
about
feet.
Jimmy being medically cleared yet.
And we'll touch on this in a moment, but whoever wins tonight is going to have a very
Also, quick
busy
warning, guys.
week ahead.
Hopefully it won't be a problem because Jason and I both have battery backups. But we both have a severe storm rolling through. I've already had a couple power outages, flickers and stuff. The storm for me is supposed to pass by 9 p.m. Hopefully we don't have any issues, but if the feed gets cut all of a sudden, we'll be back ASAP.
For the WWE Women's
Abdul the Butcher is in the hospital, random I know.
I thought he's been in a hospital for a while.
Representing
Yeah.
Metaphor.
Nope, just started, Whitney.
Legend and Jakara Jackson.
We will do our best with this. Thank you.
Big mistake right there. Turning your back. Oh, like you, what do you call it? The unholy union.
Well, certainly taking an advantage. And you talk about Lash legend Jakara Jackson. They called out the champions. Champions weren't happy about it. And
I don't
it
know
didn't take long for the
what you could do
champions
with
to take
Randy in
full
NXT right
advantage
now.
of this situation.
Oh, wait a minute. Like two quick. Oh.
I mean, you could do almost a reverse Legend Killer story. If Randy goes to full heel, he could go down to NXT and start taking out rookies. Because now he's the legend, and now he's the rookie killer. Because he's not going to allow anybody to take his spot.
Sheepus, I would like to see Randy versus Olafemi. If story makes sense.
Lash Legend was taken out. She was isolated. Nice gourd buster from Fire, and then Dawn following up. Champions advantage into the cover, and another kick out as we try to settle back down after that hot start here to the Great American Bash.
Also, you got to remember, like, a lot of people are using cutters nowadays, so that could be something he could play into too.
They are looking good right now.
Oh yeah, with Javon Evans off the rope cutter. And
Everybody's using cutters nowadays. It's becoming the new super kick.
Right, and but the thing is, it's only everyone's using them, but not everybody's using them as finishers. And like Javon's the most flashy in Saruk. They're the two most flashy cutters.
Well, Soul Rookers is a finisher, but the reality is, that's the problem, is that people are not using them as finishers. It weakens Randy Orton's RKO. If everybody's using cutters and people are getting up from them, you know what I mean? It's just like the super kick. Nobody believes Sweet Chin Music to be a knockout punch anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although if Shawn Michaels does it, people are going to, pop. But I would love to see Shawn Michaels super kick Shawn Spears, by the way.
Oh, God, yes.
Just to do like a social media segment where he's backstage, kind of using the old audio. Like Triple H goes down to NXT, the two of them are talking, using the lip syncing to the old audio, and then Shawn is standing there, and he does it. Like, it'd just be great to recreate it.
Either that or Shawn's acting up and he's bitching at Spears acting up and yelling at Shawn and stuff like that. Shawn just turns around to walk away, and Spears is like, da 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 da, and all of a sudden, super kick, high stand, and just walks away.
And Jakara Jackson wiping out the field.
Here we go.
She's got to work on her run-up footing. You saw her stutter step right before she jumped. She's still a little nervous about jumping.
Yes, she is.
Either she needs to practice it or take it out of her arsenal.
The opposite of what Big Wire.
Samoa Joe comes back. He should go to NXT. I would prefer him to go to main roster and be a threat for a world title.
Oh, agreed.
I miss Peyton Royce too. I did have a good birthday, and a lot of it had to do with you guys being so awesome. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, it's acting up. Folks, just remember, Lash Legend body slammed Otis. I'll say that one more time. Lash Legend picked up Otis and slammed him.
Picked him up, held him up, and then slammed him.
Yes.
So I believe John Cena's first match will probably be the first Raw on Netflix. Or the second one. Like one of those two. Like he'll definitely be there for the first one. It may just be a promo segment that leads to like somebody coming out and then that sets up a match. So it'll either be the first or second. Yes, I will still stream when it goes to Netflix. We'll have to see how long that lasts because Netflix has the tendency to be a little Karen-y about people streaming stuff. So we'll see how that goes. We might have to start streaming it through Discord.
Which is fine.
It's fine, but it takes up a lot of memory on my computer. I need to upgrade to a much better PC, like a desktop. Excuse me.
I need to upgrade to a better computer.
I don't think it's going to get banned. They're trying to ban it, but it's unconstitutional, so I don't think it's going to work out.
So, have you tried any of the Chinese places around your place yet? Food?
Yeah, there's quite a few really good ones around here.
Chris, next PLE is this weekend. It is SummerSlam. We'll be going live on Friday and continue going on. And remember, folks, descriptions, merch, bits, diamonds, all that stuff will add time. So if you want to see us stay on here for a long, long time, please buy the merch. By the way, we got 3 shirts that'll automatically add extra time. Our pre subathon. If you buy the revolving door shirt or the avocado dance shirt, that'll add an hour. But if you buy our Clue Inspired birthday shirt dedicated to this guy right here and the whole TGN networks, that'll buy us 2 hours.
Sci-Fi, the WWE Women's Tag Team titles on the line, and the challengers right now. Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend, trying to turn this matchup around, and in comes Lash.
Well, Wendigo, they're trying to say it's constitutional, but they don't get to make that call. It actually has to go to court. The DOJ, that's the side they're, because they're the defendants in the case. So they're trying to say, oh no, it is constitutional, but then they haven't shown any proof as to how it's actually constitutional. While the people doing the lawsuit have tons of evidence as to how it's not.
Lash Legend looking like she's trying to do something special here tonight, Vic.
They're trying to crown themselves champions. Nice backbreaker on Isla Dawn. Or excuse me, on Alba Fire as Isla Dawn now just got caught, just got hoisted and dropped in the center of the ring. Into the cover for the titles. Oh, Lash Legend is hitting Dawn, she's hitting Fire, she's hitting anyone and everyone that is standing in her way. Right now, I can't even keep track of it because we could see the crowning booker of new champions here in just moments. The first of 3 title matches.
To that moment right there, the Lash Legend was doing everything, everything right, but just got caught, Vic.
Referee was trying to keep Jakara Jackson at bay, and Alba Fire right between the eyes of Lash Legend. And take a look at this tag team tandem offense. Why their champs book into the cover goes Fire, and Jackson just breaking up about
Isla Dawn. It's not about the goal, Vic. Not so much. It's about being the best. When you're the best, the goal just follow you, man. Oh yeah! Wow.
We appreciate you too, Anthony.
Right there.
I saw it.
It's all about, man.
A lot of eyes on this matchup. NXT Universe on the edge of their seats. What a way to kick off week 1 of the Great American Bash. Legend using that strength, but Alba Fire.
I don't want Unholy Union to lose the titles anytime soon, but if they lost here and it ended up being Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair on Friday night,
there's
how
some eyes
insane
on this matchup. There's Bianca Belair. You see what she just posted on social media. Not to be
it would just be like a video call on Discord
tag team partner as well.
Everybody in the community would be able to join.
Their eyes
But
focused on
the
this
amount of
match because they will meet
CPU usage it would take up on my laptop would be insane.
WWE Women's Tag Team titles this
I need to
Friday
upgrade before we get to that level.
Yeah, I'm sure they've studied and prepared diligently for that matchup. The question is, who is it going to be, Vic?
We're going to find out in just a matter of moments, I'm sure, as these two teams trying to get
they
one
look
up
real
on
to
the
me.
other.
I don't know.
Right now, it's
I don't know,
advantage
Mikhail. I was thinking the
metaphor.
same thing.
Alba Fire high above, looking for that poison rana blocked. Almost had an inverted Alabama slam as a tag was made. Jakara now legal. And it's advantage meta 4, and all they need is the 3.
Amazing.
That could be it.
Oh, what a...
We got it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
That is a great tag team move.
Teamwork there, Vic.
That's a great tag team move.
Teamwork by Isla.
NXT Universe showing their love for both these teams. And when we talk about the champs, as Isla Dawn just took out Lash Legend.
God almighty.
Alba Fire in Jakar now in the
Actually,
ring.
that was a
Oh,
very good
over.
cut by
Super kick
Sci-Fi
under the
there,
jaw.
because Lash unfortunately had
Champions
a
have said they
wardrobe
feel
malfunction
overlooked
right there.
even as champions. Let that sink in for a moment. As we see the unholy union looking to put an evil touch on this matchup.
Good night.
That's a good finisher, too.
And the evil duo retains their titles.
Not yet. Show just started, Zach. The first match.
The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire and Nyla Dawn. Look, what makes the champions more dangerous now than ever before?
Being that self-contained unit, Vic. I'm talking about like the
Very good match. Very good match.
Oh yes, man.
Those are champions who cashed in tonight and retained their titles as they now set their sights on Cleveland. Friday, SmackDown, when they defend the gold against Belair and Jade Cargill. Take your hat off to the challengers tonight.
2 hours and 8 minutes.
Yes, Vic. That ain't that man.
Cut the music. Cut the music. Would you look at this? Metaphor coming up short. Ladies, I truly hope that you repay the favor to Oro next week and console him after his loss, because there won't be any fluke victories or luck on your side, and there sure as hell won't be any 1, 2, 3s. Oro, I'm gonna do you a favor though, and I'm gonna let you get a close look, because Oro, this is the best look you're ever going to get at my NXT title.
Whoa, swing and a miss. Wait a minute, Booker. He did it again. Onside Oro did it again. They signed the contract tonight, but can Oro get the 3 count when it matters the most? Next week for the NXT Championship, week 2 of the Great American Bash.
They tend to do, but Trick and I are cool. I just hope it clicks with him, though. He can't let his emotions take over the way he has been lately, you know?
I'm loving this narrative they're pushing.
No position to spread wisdom. Trick ignored you, and then he beat you. Last week, you witnessed the success of my teachings and the power of an open mind, gentlemen. Brooks Jensen is starting to see the light. I am making a difference in that young man's life, Cedric. And I would offer to do the same for you, but some people are just a lost cause.
Lost cause?
That's right.
See, no, Spears, that's not it. See, you can't manipulate me. I'm not one of the weak-minded, weak-willed people you like to prey on.
Weak-minded?
I've got a weak mind. I've got a weak mind. I'll show you a weak mind. Come on. Let's get...
This is not the time and place.
Don't tell me what to do. You want to keep talking talk tonight. I got you.
Okay, we can do our talking tonight. I wasn't trying to talk to you, boy, like that.
Tavion Heights, big opportunity tonight. What is your plan to bring the Heritage Cup home to the NQCC?
Well, about this time 4 years ago, I represented this whole country at the Olympic Games in Greco-Roman wrestling. And then that same year, I got a bronze medal at the World Championships. And then a year before that, I got the gold medal at the Pan American Championships, Hank. So big matches, they don't scare me, player. And Tony D'Angelo,
I don't know if we could ever see Curtis
Don
Saxon back or not. I have no idea what he's even
But he's
doing.
also an NCAA championship qualifier at the University of Buffalo. So underneath all that bravado, Tony is a true grappler and a shooter. And I'm ready for that challenge.
Tavion, thank you. We'll throw it now to Tank Ledger, who's standing by with the Heritage Cup champion himself.
Thanks, Hank. I'm here live with the Don. Don, you're facing a former Olympian tonight in Tavion Heights. How are you gonna get it done?
Listen, Tavion is what we would call a legit guy. Representing your country in the Olympics is big-time stuff. But I don't do it every 4 years. I do it every day. And tonight, Tavion's gonna find out I do it in the ring as well.
Tony D'Angelo defends the Heritage Cup next.
Ooh, that match is next.
Friday in Unto.
He is currently not doing anything. He returned in April 2022 as a producer for 3 months and currently not doing anything.
I just got a new flavor, and I'm doing New York cheesecake. Love cheesecake. I think it's the best dessert out there. Best form of cheesecake, because I've had cheesecake from literally all over the world. Capital Grill. It's one of those like super fancy restaurants, but it's also a chain restaurant, which is kind of weird. But their cheesecake is insanely good. I also I picked up another flavor. I picked up was banana ice, which is banana with a mint behind it, which I love very, very much. But I wanted to stick with the cheesecake for this go around because it's my birthday week, and I love me some cheesecake. Although I need to get some tomorrow. I'm thinking about going down to the aquarium. I was gonna go Monday, but it was raining. And the storm's supposed to pass tonight, and it should be clear tomorrow. So I'm going to go to the aquarium tomorrow. I'll probably also shoot another bunch of footage for TGN Tours, which I'm currently editing together. So that'll be another video in that. So that'll be cool. So the next TNA pay-per-view is the 30th of August, I want to say.
Give me a sec.
I believe it's a Friday, so we'll play it after SmackDown. Because the 31st is going to be Bash at Berlin. They had the women's tag team match to open the show. Unholy Union retained their titles in a very good match.
So we have Bash at Berlin next, and then No Mercy. NXT's No Mercy, September 1st.
Then
we have Bad Blood, October 5th.
TNA. TNA's next. TNA's next one is the one they're asking about. Not
TNA.
TNA.
Give me a second.
You missed the first match. It was the women's tag team titles. Emergence. Thank you, Phil.
Glory. We just had Slammiversary.
So TNA Emergence is the next one, and I believe it is August 30th. Well, Nick Namath did talk about defending his TNA World Championship at any company. So maybe. The week of the 7th, I don't know.
Seth is just the jealous brat, following in my footsteps.
There's been a lot of talk about from nothing, fighting for everything. SummerSlam, Gunther's going to get the beating of a lifetime.
Well, you can catch those interviews and more Saturday on the countdown to SummerSlam, live at 4 p.m. Eastern.
3-hour kickoff
but
show.
The weekend truly begins when WWE presents
that's
Damian Priest
insane.
live with special guest appearance from Rhea Ripley at the Agora in Cleveland on Friday, August 2nd at noon. And it's not too late to secure your tickets at WWE.com/events.
I've been in this business for 18 years. I started at 12 years old, and when I look around this locker room, I've seen it all before. Grown men that can't handle.
Yeah, so Emergence is August 30th, September 13th is Victory Road, November 29th is Turning Point, and December 13th is Final Resolution.
So part of why it's a 3-hour kickoff show, though, is because they are doing a Jelly Roll concert during the kickoff show.
True.
And a front row seat to the Sheamus show. You'd be bitter too. Sheamus went home, and Rich ran when things got a little tough. Tyler's laid up at home resting up. They're not like me, and neither are you, Trick.
That's Pete Dunne!
You lot just can't seem to figure it out.
What has gotten in to Dunne?
When I was a teenager back in Birmingham, I was travelling on a bus to a show. When three geezers walked on masked up, carrying hammers. They jumped me. They robbed me in front of a bus full of people. Nobody stepped up for me. Nobody stepped in. I pulled myself together, cracked teeth.
Well, the match
black-eyed,
card is locked
stood
for
up, pulled
SummerSlam. They're
myself
not going to add
together,
any more
and
matches.
made the town. I handled business.
Already 7 matches.
You know
6
why?
for titles.
Because I just figure it out. Now, Trick, you're the face of NXT. A man with all the tools. 6'4", superstar athlete, and you've answered some tough questions. You've beat Ilya Dragunov, you've beat Carmelo Hayes. You'd think that somebody with all that confidence would be able to trust their instincts. But no. You have to come to a man like me for answers. So next week, you're in for a painful lesson, and I'm going to force you to figure it out.
God, 18 years in the business and he's only 30.
Okay, Petey. Let's see who has it all figured out next week. Forget whoop that Trick. I'm gonna whoop that ass.
Oh, wait, Trick and Dunne? Next week?
I'm loving it.
Oh, I can't wait, but Booker,
yeah.
It's now time for our second championship match of the night. And this will be for the Heritage Cup. And for Tavion Heights, is this the match? Are these the stakes, I should say, for why Dempsey wanted Tavion Heights in a no-quarter catch?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's an athlete. I mean, you look at him.
The Olympian.
He's got a pedigree. And being with the guest, he's going to learn.
Okay, Zach,
has he learned
give me
enough? That's
a
the
minute.
question.
Zach wants to know why they didn't put the Wyatt match on SummerSlam. You explained this last night very well.
It's mainly because, one, it's already a stacked card. You can't put their first match on a pre-show.
Stacks.
And the reality is,
Josefino, Rizzo,
it's good to have this on. I think
the Don.
Uncle Howdy's first official match will most likely be a pay-per-view. But the Wyatt 6 on Raw, like that's a highlight. That is a main event. That is something that can draw ratings.
The Heritage Cup. And he really has adapted to this matchup, which of course, 6 3-minute rounds, disqualification.
They're not going to write them out. All the people that are going to Japan, they just say, hey, these guys are going to Japan to do more work in another promotion. Like they do that as part of the
20 seconds
show.
or so, that has played a crucial part in a lot of these recent matches for Tony D'Angelo.
Tyler Bate tore his pectoral muscle, so he's in recovery. Head surgery.
Is for the NXT Heritage Cup Championship.
I'd love to wrestle again. I just don't think it'll happen.
And it will be contested under Heritage Cup rules. Introducing the challenger.
I agree, Ricky. Yeah.
Representing.
Of course, I agree. It was my
No-Quarter
fault.
Catch Crew.
like you said, Junior. Don't mind me, guys. I think the Don retains here.
And his opponents. Representing the D'Angelo family, he is the NXT.
No, Jacob, I do not believe the cut.
Well, it's never been a title.
Tony
It's always been a cup.
D'Angelo.
And it should remain a cup.
Look, I kind of
Partially because, one, it gives it a uniqueness. Two, the match style is unique in and of itself, so it shouldn't be a title. It should
If
be a
it
cup.
comes down to the corner, if it comes down to that second, whose side do you trust more, the Dons or Tavion
That would be
Heights?
crazy,
Look at
Cole.
both corners. I think they both got capable
Yeah,
corners.
Ricky.
Unlike my man Lexus King, the star.
It'd be really
on
awkward if I
television,
didn't.
have anybody in his corner tonight. It's even odds, man.
I thought you were going to get in this corner, so really you just
I started to. A
little feeling out process here as you see the clock has begun, 15 seconds in, and we heard from both of these men over the last week or so. And Tavion Heights earlier today. The Don seems to almost find humor in the NQCC, trying to copy the family. Charlie Dempsey trying to be the
Well,
Don, so to
Black
speak,
Flash.
Don-esque, I should say.
You know, one thing about Charlie, he's an operator. He's actually input the capiche. I like that. I like that. What does that mean?
Capiche?
Yeah.
You get it? Capiche?
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Gotcha.
Back to Tavion Heights.
I miss NXT UK too. There was some great stuff there.
If you look at his pedigree, which is the word,
But I also
this
think
style
that
really does suit
like that was
Tavion
kind of like
Heights
what
as a
led to this version of NXT. So
Make fights, Tavion Heights. He's been on the mat for quite some time. But one
I don't
thing
know the
about
Kale.
Tony
It's
D,
kind of hard to see
he
Tyler
has
Bate
been
as a heel, but
operating
maybe.
on a different level, Vic. He knows the rules as well as he knows how to bend, perhaps break those rules.
Michelle, that's a good question. I do not remember.
by D'Angelo. The cup, of course,
Give me a
introduced
few
4
moments.
years ago, as you would say, Noam Dar, the greatest to hold the cup. He's actually the only man to hold it more than once.
Noam Dar, 3-time Heritage Cup winner. And what I've been hearing is
Thank you for all the shares, by the way. Appreciate it.
the bit to get back because all the shenanigans going on with his cup.
Well, certainly had his eyes on the opening match tonight that featured Metaphor trying to bring home the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, or a Mensa with the NXT Championship match next week. But as we are over 2.5 minutes,
No, I do not think they should come back at
this really has
SummerSlam.
been an even matchup between these two. Neither man trying to make the
I think it's
mistake
too soon.
early on in this match.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. The Dunn is definitely operating.
They
at a
did,
different
Tyler,
level
they
right
did.
now, slowing down the pace, knowing that he's got plenty of time, man.
I wonder what type of digging Luca Crucifino has done on Tavion to help out Tony
I
D'Angelo
don't think
in
so,
this
to be
match,
honest.
because we're under
I think
60
Miko is
seconds left.
with her
Here
announcing her
around number
retirement. I
one,
think
and,
that this
you know,
is
looking
she
at
might
it,
have a
it's
match or
fairly
two,
even book.
but not a run.
47 seconds left in this first frame.
See the no quarter catcher on the outside looking in. Charlie Dempsey, who's wanted to kind of be
So,
like the Don, has found
Trent
himself in a
Seven is
big
the
old
inaugural
nasty
winner
incident in the
of
parking lot that has led to
the
the
Heritage
whole Ren
Cup.
Sinclair situation.
Trent
Still no
Seven,
cup,
okay.
by the way. And that kind of puts the pressure on Tavion Heights here tonight at the Great American Bash as we're inside the final 25 seconds.
You know, it really doesn't matter, Vic. Look at this match right here. And all those wrongs, all the problems could go away. One match, one win.
Superstars looking for that gut wrench
Don't want to
suplex.
get in contact with Tavion.
Inside the final 10 seconds, D'Angelo now trying to lock in an ankle lock, maybe a leg lock of some sort, looking for the submission, and Tavion Heights does not tap as he was also looking for a submission. Both men not letting go, both men saved by the bell. Looked like a heel hook on the far side as well. Both men jockeying for position.
Oh, John Cena retiring now, absolutely the end of an era.
Of the corner crew, and that's Ren Sinclair.
I take that back. Actually, AK was the first winner, Tyler Bates second winner, Noam Dar third winner, Mark Coffey the fourth, Noam Dar again, Nathan Frazier, Noam Dar, Charles Dempsey, and now Tony D'Angelo.
I'm right there with you, Screwy. I think Gunther Priest might be that dark horse match of SummerSlam. Like, obviously we expect a good match out of them, but I think it's that match that, like, the build's been a little rapid, but done very, very well. And I really think that, yeah. Matt Hardy's having a match against Nick Gage. Oof.
Why?
Why not?
Anyways.
Why not? It's going to be rough. Nick Gage is insane. Absolutely insane. Nick Gage is like New Jack, but with a conscience.
Yeah.
Favorite celebrity to have been featured throughout WWE history? Drew Carey in a Royal Rumble. That was hilarious.
Mine's Johnny Knoxville versus.
Yeah, no. The reality is the Johnny Knoxville Sami Zayn feud has been phenomenal, or was phenomenal.
No, it's still going. Every time that
Yeah,
anything,
it is kind of still going. Yeah, it is kind of still going.
Yeah, anytime Knoxville does anything with WWE, he's like, "I hate Sami Zayn." I know he's like, "You guys will be." Yeah, so
If you have an Apple phone, they're having some kind of issue with TikTok and going full screen. So sorry about that. It is an Apple issue. I did not like Floyd Mayweather's appearance as a celebrity. That match with Big Show was garbage. It would be fun, Cage. I do like that at his comedy show, every now and then Johnny Knoxville will show up and hit him in the nuts after the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I had considered getting an Apple mainly because I have my other laptop is a MacBook, so I could integrate my phone into it. But like, I love how easily accessible to multiple devices my Android is, and it's such an easier interface, and it just works. And people talk about, oh well, Apple has this and Apple has that. Yeah, and Android has had those same things for years. Phil, I don't like that one either. I thought that was also done poorly. Don't do enamel pins. Not a pin person. Yeah, Bad Bunny is still a celebrity appearance. He's had, what, 2 matches?
Yeah, that's it.
And a Royal Rumble appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in Puerto Rico is the premier celebrity match.
It's a round 2, and Tony D'Angelo right now diligently trying to get to his feet, trying to get to the middle rope, trying to overcome Tavion Heights in this moment to possibly pick up the first decision. Flex not in time, as again, round 2 will end. No falls. This has been very even between these two teams, but I need to bring up before we went to the last break, Red Sinclair has popped up. Red Sinclair, who's been trying to get in
Bob Barker
to the
was my favorite guest
NQCC,
GM,
might
that
be
and TV
an extra distraction because Tony D'Angelo is focused on that Heritage Cup. You can see the eyes of the champion. Tavion Heights not even to his feet.
I must say I'm so impressed with Tavion Heights, but I look at the posture right now. He's not looking the greatest, but he's still in this fight.
No, it's not insane, Kate. I've always told the story. Kid Anderson talked about one of his best graduates ever was a 46-year-old lawyer.
Just 10 seconds in to this matchup. And of course, Tony D'Angelo passed Charlie Dempsey's reign as champion yesterday. You know Dempsey's aware of it. As right back to his feet. Forget about it! Connects, floats over, and it only takes 3 seconds to earn that decision.
Tony D'Angelo has scored the first fall.
And whoa, whoa! Heights doesn't look sluggish anymore. And it appears the Olympian has woken up thanks to Red Sinclair. I'm a little befuddled right now, bro.
Talking about a motivator, man. That's what I'm thinking.
Say that one more time. Nice.
Beautiful belly to belly. Beautiful belly to belly.
So good.
God, that was like goosebump inducing belly. That was beautiful.
Dempsey should just. Are you seeing this right in front of us?
How can I not?
I mean, no one was paying attention to Tavion Heights. They were talking amongst themselves as the round number 5 has begun. And look, if she's going to be a distraction, why not just let her join the NQCC if you're Charlie Dempsey at this point?
Tavion had a huge adrenaline rush, but it looked like he's a little lackadaisical right now, Vic.
Well, he certainly was woken up by Ren Sinclair, and he looks to be picking up.
God,
here we go.
Gut wrench, too.
To bring the cut back to the no-corner catch crew.
I think I might. I'm looking to see what that kickoff show on Friday is going to be like. I might go live for that.
WWE Women's Tag Titles retained the kickoff the night. Our 3rd championship match still to come in our main event. This one about the Heritage Cup. It's tied at 1.
Jacob, I don't think there are any jobbers anymore, to be honest.
say
Because
it.
if I go
Tell you
live
that
at
nigga stand
5
the gas
p.m. on
because
Friday,
this
that
will be
still
a
puts us
moment,
at
man.
Sunday
This will be a
at
huge,
7 a.m.
huge upset.
Even if no
60
time
seconds
gets
off the
added.
clock
So.
here in round 5, and oh!
Mm-hmm. But you know time's gonna get added, so.
Yeah, exactly.
As
So I didn't
D'Angelo
really
back to his feet, and now he's listening over to Luca, Stax, and Rizzo. He seems to be refocused, re-energized, maybe
Do
is
it.
the word.
Do it.
Joe
Henry performs tonight.
Just that one little mistake. Just that one little mistake, Vic.
And there's an NCAA qualifier with a spine-rattling spine buster. 90 seconds left in round 5, and D'Angelo knows that this is the moment he's got to strike. And he follows it up with another.
Yeah, Deathmo was right. No jobbers, just security.
Deep hook in the leg, and the Don retains.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Heritage Cup champion,
Possibly Lewis, possibly after the main event. Well, Austin, I think you are.
But in the end, the Don keeps the cup in the family. As the summer tradition continues, 6 women are ready to prove a point.
I wasn't a fan originally when it was the more comedical Dawn, but now it's gotten a little bit more serious. I think that I've become more and more of a fan.
Apparently, all you have to do to become the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles is beat a makeshift tag team of Soul and Carmen. What?
Honestly,
It's not that I
I'm
don't think
so
they know what to
flattered
do
that you
with
guys
Xavier
can
Woods.
get
I
our
think they just
names
need to
out
write
of
the
your
story a
mouth.
little bit
You're
better. I
taking
think
things into your own hands.
doing something with
I'd
him.
love to see you try.
Exactly what we've been saying this entire time. Because if that spot belongs to anyone, I don't know, maybe it should go to 2 former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
So I think it's about time you guys stop complaining and being so bitter about the fact that your glory days of champions are over.
So how about this? Let's solve this on Tuesday at the Great American Bash in the 6 women's tag. Buena suerte.
She punched her phone.
Now there's no more words, posts, or rants. Those 6 women do battle live tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Brooks Jensen.
Well, we said you won't miss a second of in-ring action. Brooks Jensen fights Cedric Alexander in moments as the Great American Bash
Obviously,
continues
like
live
separate
on
ways would be
Sci-Fi.
great for him to use, but at the same time, it's very expensive.
Happy birthday.
Cool.
It's very expensive. Journey's no joke, but
no.
No, I do not have my wrestling gear. It got ruined after a car accident. So I'd have to get new gear. Plus, I don't think my fat ass would fit in my gear. I think at this point I'd have to go probably singlet. Yeah, he's rocking that Jimmy Rave shirt. Raw sometimes uses it, and SmackDown sometimes uses it. They just don't use it enough. Who would I put in Elimination Chamber? I mean, it depends on the story, really. Depends on the title or whatever's going. That's a hard one to just randomly choose. I don't know who's winning the Rumble just yet. We're not at a place to really make that call because I don't even think WWE's made that call yet.
Let's wait till December to even guess who's in the Royal Rumble.
I 1,000% that this version of the Don and the family would work on the main roster for sure. What do you think factions are? They're basically mafia. They're just willing to say what they are. We haven't had the Joe Hendry performance yet, Josh, so you haven't missed it. I doubt that Cody's going to even be in the Rumble. He'll probably still be champion then, and he'll probably have a match. I don't think he'll even be in it. Honestly, I'd put him on SmackDown because SmackDown right now needs it.
Yeah. We decided that SmackDown is missing too many variant stories, like stories that don't involve the bloodline. So give them a chance to get more.
Yeah, Joe Hendry has not come out yet.
Not a bad pick,
trailblazing,
Jacob.
Wherever you're training, whatever school you're going to, one, make sure it is a good wrestling school, and two, listen to your trainers. Listen to them. Focus on the fundamentals. The flippy shit and all the fun stuff, you can get that later. Focus and master the fundamentals. And another thing, if they haven't already brought it up, ask them to explain and teach you in-ring psychology. By the way, real quick, I just want people to understand, even though they're going to NXT and they won't be under the same restrictions of the FCC, I don't expect to start hearing F-bombs from anybody. I think they'll still bleep the F-bombs from the wrestlers. They're just not going to have to bleep the crowd anymore. But they're still a publicly traded company, and they still have advertisers and a board to answer to.
Matchup in progress as
Oh,
you
they're
saw
going to
during the
Netflix,
break.
not
Brooks
NXT.
Jensen, Cedric Alexander, an argument led to
said
the
NXT.
confrontation between these two earlier. Now we have a matchup, and if you're Cedric
I know it's a great
Alexander,
show.
you're just trying to guide talent here in NXT. You're doing it for your own good. You're trying to pay it
What are you talking about paying it forward?
Every
What are you
wrestler
talking
is
Fuzzy
gimmicky.
was-
Look, man,
Fuzzy.
you pay it forward when you retire.
Cedric Alexander's
Right now,
gimmicky.
this
Brooks
is a
Jensen's
competition.
gimmicky. Everybody's
I'm talking
gimmicky.
about Bono
That's
and
called
Bono, Vic.
being a
You
character.
understand that?
You have a gimmick.
Cedric Alexander, who right now looking to
Kitty Boy, I think he should go Raw.
You don't think that
Trick
Wyatt
people Raw.
Six is gimmicky?
Sean Spears, I should say Sean Spears.
They have
got
this
his
weird
face. Look,
horror
since his
aesthetic.
return, Spears
Isn't
has
that
only wanted to recap.
more gimmicky
Cedric
than,
has tried to explain to Trick, control your emotions.
You know,
They had an
a
argument,
family, an
Cedric
Italian
and Trick. And you know what that
family
argument
mob
led to?
aesthetic?
It led to them having a match. They settled it in the ring.
Yeah, Sean Spears is just trying to drop knowledge, man. I mean, if you talk about somebody paying it forward, that's a guy that's
So,
paying
yes,
it forward, trying to
real
help
fast.
those
Show
guys
it
along.
live.
Let's focus on right now.
On the whole
Big
Netflix
knee
thing,
lift under the
80% of the world will
jaw.
have
And you see
Netflix
Brooks
movies
Jensen.
showing
He
Raw,
might look
SmackDown,
disheveled,
and
but
NXT.
how brutal
20%
was
of the
last
world
week's no
here in the States, stuff like
disqualification
that.
match
A couple other
between
places.
Jensen and Briggs.
Raw will be exclusively on Netflix. SmackDown will be on USA. NXT will be on the CW.
Into the cover to kick out, and looky who we see. The man who had an argument as well with Cedric Alexander, that being Sean Spears. And I don't know if you were able to get a good look at Briggs. Last week, the battle scars all over his back. If you look at Brooks Jensen, he's got a nice
For the
shiner
other
under his
80%,
eye.
you're gonna have to check your local listings and stuff like that.
Stepping back in NXT. These guys need to understand this is a different NXT and a very dangerous Brooks Jensen
Neward, you
at
have an
this
Apple
moment,
phone?
man.
You have an
There I will
iPhone?
have to agree that
That
the
is-
air
that's
just
why.
driven out of Cedric's
Everybody with
lungs
Apples have
into
an
the
issue.
cover and a kick out.
See
There
that?
wasn't really much on it. Take another look.
It would take a big offer after his contract's up.
Insult to injury,
Yeah, everybody with an
dropping that
iPhone
elbow
has an
right
iPhone
across the
landscape.
chin right now, just grinding Cedric Alexander.
So 2028, there's a chance for negotiations to happen for MJF to
One
come
of
to
two
WWE.
pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. It's no difference for someone like Brooks Jensen. I know there's a lot going through his mind. I wonder if last week he was able to get that monster inside of him.
No, you talk about that pain. Brooks has turned that
I don't know,
pain
DUR is
into rage.
TikTok.
We
I don't
saw
know.
it last week, and we're watching a little bit of it right now. Oh,
Look at Alexander now.
Bryce, I've got
picking
no
up some
clue.
pace, and this is
TikTok,
something
you
heard
see
last
what
week about
TikTok is
Cedric
doing to us?
Alexander. He has
It's
put
only
on
happening to
a lot of
iPhones,
muscle,
guys.
and he has
TikTok's
lost a
an
step
iPhone
in the
issue.
ring.
Android has
10
no
pounds
problem.
of solid muscle, and definitely going to add.
I
to
don't
the
know if he's going to
repertoire
sign with
of this
WWE
man,
eventually,
Cedric
Zach. I
Alexander,
hope he
looking
does,
to
but I
fire
also hope
himself up
he
here.
works his entire TNA contract first.
Big shot.
Charged right in. Alexander now right to the back of Jensen. Alexander now looking for that.
Wait, you're
Enzo got
comparing
tired.
Enzo.
Connected center of the
Enzo
ring.
was. He got tired real quick because he was a
Put
dick.
Brooks away, and
and
you gotta wonder the referee
he
was
was
in
just
great
this
position as there you see Sean
Jersey
Spears
Shore
looking
ripoff.
on. Check this out, bam!
The Don does great at
The
promos.
shoulders weren't fully
I love
down
what he
quite
does
yet,
and everything he's
maybe
done.
it was that half
He hasn't
second
gotten old yet.
extra
He's
that
been doing
Brooks
it longer than
Jensen
Enzo
got
was even with
that
the
was
company.
allowing him to get back in the match.
Cedric
Yeah.
Alexander was very surprised because he thought that was it. He thought it was over.
Oh, that could be over. What a kick in the mush. Right to the face. Jensen now pulling himself to the top, but that's right in the wheelhouse for Cedric Alexander.
Oh, yeah, exactly right. What are we going to see here? Oh, wow.
To
You see
the
that?
throat.
You see that?
I did. Alexander felt it. Jensen with that big leg drop from the top.
God, man.
That's got to do it here tonight at the Great American
Right,
Bash.
no, we're not
Alexander
disrespecting you
able to kick out and get
and
that
try
left
not
shoulder up.
to disrespect you or make you feel like you're disrespecting Fuzzy.
Learning a lot
Our
right
opinion,
now
your
about
opinion.
Cedric Alexander making his return a couple of weeks ago here to NXT.
Like if Enzo and Cass, mostly Enzo, hadn't been so disrespectful for the people in the background and stuff like that, and done the stuff that he's done, would have been a great talent. But he did some things.
It ain't over.
It isn't.
And he had to pay for it.
In the past from Jensen.
Also, Enzo was kind
And
of a one-trick. Enzo's problem too is that he was a one-trick pony. So there was nothing really to do with him.
Cedric got tied up in the cords here at the desk. Quickly,
and they tried to make him a heel, and it just didn't work.
Hits that lumbar check with a little extra.
Trying to make her cruiserweight, didn't work.
And that is a big, big victory for Cedric.
Here is your winner, Cedric Alexander.
I mean, how good must that feel? Take another look, Booker. Look at the bend. Oh. Jensen's left knee and his shin, followed up by that patented lumbar check for Cedric Alexander, who picks up a victory at the Great American Bash. To be fair, maybe Brooke should have listened to Cedric Alexander earlier tonight.
Hope you're doing okay, Scrooge.
What you want to know about me? My earliest memory of wrestling was probably with
Okay.
my mom and dad.
We're not going to talk about the
would
things that Enzo
always
did. If
fight.
you want to look it up, that's
When that
fine.
TV
However,
came
out of
on,
respect
the only thing yelling
for the victims and stuff like
TV
that, we're not going to talk about it.
Cool, of course.
And they got rid of 205 Live because they realized that it limited their roster too much.
My mom, she was more like a John Cena person. My dad, he was more of a Booker T person. Sucker. But my parents split
And basically
when I
what
was
Enzo
around
did was
6 years
thought he
old.
was bigger
You know,
than
when
what he was.
Your parents
He
get
was an
divorced
ego
at a
fan.
young age, you got a little angry. But when I saw Jeff Hardy jump off that top rope, I saw RVD hit that frog splash. Hey, all that anger went away. I mean, I guess I can tell this story, but in second grade during recess, I see this wall. So I climbed the wall all the way to the top, and I see my friends play wrestling at the bottom. So I thought I was Jeff Hardy. And we was gonna say the young OG got in trouble. And I can't get in trouble for this, right? All right. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to tell my teachers to suck it. And my neighbors, they had a big trampoline. So whenever they would leave for work, I would hop their fence and just go over there and call my friends, like, hey, I got a trampoline, so we can, wrestle on it. And, whenever they came back to work, we was out of there. We was gone. Wrestling is fun to me, you know what I'm saying? It brings me joy, and, the young OG likes to have fun. So I had this stuff.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't want to be president. I don't want that
What
stress.
if I take a step off the trampoline to chasing this dream for real?
Wakes up and I says, look, I know you believe, but does she believe? Excuse me, ladies.
Of course. Good luck out there. I completely believe in this concert is going to be incredible.
Well, I believe whatever y'all believe. So let's go check out this concert.
All right. I'm so excited.
Monday, Raw, Sci-Fi.
That makes sense to have the concert kick off the 9 o'clock hour. The one girl that said good luck out there, she looks like Jenna Marbles.
He does. So with the way they've been building Priest and Gunther right now, I'm really reconsidering it. I think Priest is going to win.
Honestly, and it's the one match that I don't really know what's going to happen in the Drew Punk match because the Seth as ref does add a wrinkle, but that match, I was so locked in on Gunther winning it months ago.
Oh yeah,
and now I'm just I don't know how they're going to go. Yes, Subathon starts Friday.
Here's the funny thing. I know Drew Punk's going to be a good match and stuff like that. It's going to be entertaining, but I don't care who wins. Because I know it's not going to be over. But Priest Gunther. That's
again. I think that's going to be your dark horse match.
Ricky, I would honestly rather see if Gunther does win. I would rather see Dragunov Gunther at Bash in Berlin. I really would. Don't get me wrong. I want to see Drew versus Gunther, but I want them to run back that Gunther Dragunov match.
Yeah, I just don't know exactly how it's going to go now, and that's what I love. It's one of those things that, like, you just thought, like, yeah, there's no way that Damien's going to beat Drew or beat Gunther, and now you're just like, oh, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, do you have Gunther lose 2 out of 3 major, like, he was in WrestleMania and lost. Resident Evil AMC, thank you for the follow on YouTube. Get yourself a running monster. But, like, you had Gunther lose at WrestleMania. Then you have SummerSlam, which is the second biggest pay-per-view for WWE. Do you have him lose again? Like, there's so many variables now. And, again, the story's been built so very well out of nothing. I really like it.
Yeah.
You could run it back. So that's the thing. Blossom has a good point. You could have them run it back. Resident Evil, thank you for being here on YouTube. What's going on with you? You could easily have them have a rematch at Bash at Berlin, and he wins it there.
Yeah.
And you can play it off with a little bit of maybe Finn Balor comes out, even though he's not supposed to. Like, you could, hey, I didn't win clean or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Chillin' is good. I hope you're getting to watch NXT. I wish I could show it to you on screen on YouTube, but I cannot for copyright reasons. But happy to have you here. Treehouse.
Oh, man, I got this. Wait, hold on. We here on a Tuesday?
NXT Treehouse.
Yeah, man. The Rascals Treehouse can happen
I don't know
anywhere,
if Roman shows up at SummerSlam or not. I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen.
It's exactly the same. How?
Well, Wes, through the fabrics of space and time, light particles are actually refracted from radiation waves, and you don't look like you're following me. It's a magic treehouse, bro. Magic's been real.
Man, why didn't you tell me it was magic? I understand magic. I mean, look at all of us. We magical as hell.
Anywho, you guys ever think that this would happen? I guess I'm smiling.
I know, man. 4 years apart. You guys think we celebrate with a little?
Absolutely not. It's kind of PG around here. But the Rascals are back in business, and what a time to be alive.
You're right, man. And we can't forget about everything the two of you guys did here
Yeah,
in
it would be
NXT
nice if
as
I could show
MSK,
this
you know?
on Twitch and YouTube.
I mean,
but...
you could argue that Wes and myself are one of the greatest tag teams ever stepped foot in this building.
What? I made that same argument literally like 2 weeks ago. Those exact words. Like I didn't say it first?
More to the point, we never really lost those tag team titles. Actually, like, it kind of stings a little bit. Burns right in here.
And look at last week. That fireman event reminded people on how we do things around here.
It's actually kind of a blur for me, but I remember you pinning Axiom. I do remember that.
And that proves
that the reunited MSK deserves a tag team title match. You know, bring those bad babies home to us, defend them across 2 different companies.
That would be sick. Then we got to get the word out. Look, you know what? I'm going to text Nathan and Axiom and see what they say.
And while we're waiting...
I hate to say this, man, but the Rascals, they are pretty exciting.
MSK really turning things around here in NXT along with the Rascals. They are exciting to watch, no doubt, when it comes to action here in NXT, especially that main event that we saw last week.
Legit, if any belt's going to get defended across companies, I think the tag team doesn't work best.
I don't need to, because they all believe. Mr. Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears.
This is going
Welcome
to be awesome.
to the historic first ever Joe Hendry concert in WWE.
I love that they
Now,
put the
my
TNA logo up
concerts
too.
are critically acclaimed all over the world, but tonight we brought it here to NXT. I can feel the buzz in the air. I knew I needed to create something special because the world is saying they believe in Joe Hendry. So we need a song that everyone
Flash, go
is
watch some of
gonna
his
love.
matches in TNA.
Well,
actually, go online.
almost
They have the
everyone.
Kurt Angle, Joe Hendry match from What Culture Pro Wrestling. That's a great one too.
You give me one little second.
That is a good one.
He signed to TNA, Cozy.
He has 2 years left on that contract.
There we go. Beautiful. Joe Hendry makes things better, but there's still so much to see. Joe Hendry makes things better for everyone in NXT.
They're doing that, Cozy. They're actually doing that on the Indies.
There's a wrestler from Scotland. He's
Blossom Joe
representing
Hendry versus
TNA.
Eli Drake.
And
Happened.
the chef's been in the kitchen, and he summoned Joe Hendry because they know he has his fans, and they're singing "We Believe." But the president of his fan club is a man named Booker T.
I knew it.
Now let's talk Joe Coffey, cause there's a story I could tell. And he claims that he's from Scotland, but he's the son of Dutch Mantel. If you hate Gallus, then wave your hands in the air. They got deported.
God.
For having awful facial hair. If you hate Gallus, then wave your hands in the air. They got deported for having awful facial hair. Everyone! All together! If you hate Gallus, then wave your hands in the air. They got deported for having awful facial hair. If you hate Gallus, then wave your hands in the air. They got deported for having awful facial hair.
I love this. He's not dissing the whole locker room, just Gallus.
I knew this was going to be fun, but you are
Lee, you're
really
not wrong.
in a party mood tonight. So how about we have ourselves a little encore? And maybe we should sing a certain song when I spin around and you see a certain face? What do we think, NXT Universe? Well, the people have spoken, so let's sing it together.
Enough! Enough! Make check! 1, 2. Good night, NXT! There will be no encore! You You're a flash in the pan. You're a one-hit wonder. You're an internet meme. You're a one-trick pony. And if I hear that song,
Possibly,
one
AJ.
more
If I can
time,
get it to work, yeah.
someone's getting dead. I feel as if, Joe, I've heard that song before. So if you want some, come get some. Go on then.
You don't get asked twice. And Joe, I don't know why you're laughing. As president of the fan club, you should be in there helping him.
Right here when you say, show's over, pal. Show's over.
Gallus warned Joe Hendry of this moment.
Oh, we're about to play a tune. He's warming up the guitar. Ow!
Despicable. We know the Gallus boys don't want him here. Needless to say, statement made.
So I do think next week we'll get Joe Coffey versus Joe Hendry.
There she is. There she is. One of our main eventers herself, the NXT Women's Champion. The champ who's going to crush it tonight. You know why, Hank? Because she's not only a history maker, she's a record breaker.
Finally, some respect around here.
Speaking of records, you guys want to break a world record right now? Maybe a Guinness World Record? Which one are we talking about, Hankster? All you gotta do
no,
is stick 60 or more
in,
of these bad boys on your face in a minute or less.
Crap.
Champ, you got first dibs.
Bound for Glory is not the next
Tank,
TNA.
you got second dibs. Let's go. Start the timer, right, buddy. Ready? Here we go. Your mark. Get set. Go. Yes. No. Faster. You got faster. It's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks. 55 seconds. You're making me 40 seconds.
Morons, find someone else to annoy because clearly I'm getting ready for my match, my championship match.
Yeah, championship you might not have after tonight.
No, it's 2 hours. 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Saturday.
Logan Paul, I want.
So it looks like Jada might be her next opponent, maybe.
Maybe.
I do think LA Knight's winning at SummerSlam. Night, Sheepish.
I honestly got a feeling Roxanne shows up at Royal Rumble and doesn't go back to NXT.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think she loses the title before then, but maybe not until like December-ish.
Yeah, I just don't know who to.
Julia. I still think it's going to be Julia.
I'm torn between Julia and Stephanie. I really am.
The only reason I'm not is because Julia, one, signed long before Stephanie. Two,
okay.
Internally, it has always been the plan to build around her. It's one of the reasons they signed her in the first place. I think Stephanie and Delta, who supposedly has already signed with WWE.
Yes, she has.
I think those two will have very good but kind of short runs in NXT, just to establish them with the audience, and then they'll get moved up. And then I think that Julia is going to be somebody that they kind of build around for like a year, maybe 2 years.
Anybody with... I don't know, Cage?
I mean, technically, Julia is with NXT. She used to wrestle for Stardom, now wrestles for Marigold. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else who's wrestled Stardom. Not that I can think of offhand.
Yeah.
If Thea wins, you're gonna see me lose my shit.
I agree with that ASDF. We don't need him now either. But technically Logan Paul's not a part-timer. He's a full-timer with a relaxed schedule.
He's a part-timer. I mean, it's just like we used to say Roman was a part-timer. I mean, if you're not working every week, you're a part-timer. Let's be real. But he has so many things on the outside. But as he's wrapping all that stuff up, and that takes time, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to say where WWE dropped the ball the most on people because you've got 40-plus years of history there, and there's a lot of people that they dropped the ball on. I think one of the most recent, we've talked about it before we went live, was Toni Storm. She has really proven how great she is. Keith Lee, kind of, but yeah, kind of. I wouldn't say he's the one they dropped the ball on the most. Adam Cole is a good example, but that's more of the main roster dropping the ball or not having something for him to get into the main roster. But
well, and the thing is, with Ricky brings Swerve.
Swerve's a very good one, as proven by the fact that the man's world champion over at AEW. We've had 3 matches, yes.
What do you want?
Go check the record book. Check the record book.
Which record book? Who's holding this? Me.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Hi. Yeah, I see we have a lot of big feelings, but let's remember why we're here.
Oh, we're here because I granted Oro a gift. A title match. A gift that you don't even deserve.
Okay, be quiet, my guy. 2 months ago, you attacked my brother, Noam.
Black is
Put him on the
Ricochet
shelf.
Black, yeah.
And then you had the audacity to attack me.
Hey, Carlos, you know that every bit of entertainment you watch is fake,
the whole
right?
time, but you run, you duck, you hide. Because you know every week I will pin you 1, 2,
Stop counting.
3.
Yes, that is The Rock's daughter.
Again and again. Your precious ego couldn't take it. Your stupid ego couldn't handle the fact that I pinned you. That's why you wanted this match to happen. And that's why this match is going to be official.
Oro, none of that stuff counts. Nothing you've done to me matters. And get this through your head. You can't beat me, and you won't beat me.
Sign it.
Good signature.
Beautiful.
That's a good signature page.
You see,
That's
you
a
might
really
be
good
the
signature.
champion.
I like that.
But I have zero respect for
That is a
everything
good
that you
signature.
think you are.
Like I care.
Paige,
No, Ricochet is
you
not
look at
signed
me
anywhere.
and you think Oro Menza is not worthy to be a champion.
You're right.
That kid that never fit in. But when I beat you next week, that NXT title is gonna fit perfectly around the main man's waist.
All right.
That's
All right,
Official.
James.
Well, there you
Go
go,
against
Book.
Thea
It
Hale.
is official. The NXT title on the line next week.
Love it, man.
Oh, we get to see Kettle Gray. Nice.
following contest is scheduled for
Cool.
He's the one
Cool.
that he's the one that suplexed Miles Bourne.
coming to the ring by Carly Bright, Kendall Gray.
And here is Kendall Gray, who opened some eyes and, remember, created some buzz last week when she just tossed Miles Bourne.
Yeah.
I mean, tossed Miles Bourne.
The internet went nuts.
235 pounds.
New
of
up-and-coming
Miles
star,
Bourne.
Kendall Gray.
I still can't get over
Keep
what
your
she
eyes on her. She's good. Possibly.
I don't see her winning.
Representing OTM, Shayna Parker.
After this, might be the main event.
Cleveland will be the
everything else
center of the
that happened
WWE
tonight,
Universe
or
starting
the
this
matches.
Friday, starting with
Damian Priest live at the Agora Theater, followed by SummerSlam kickoff and SmackDown at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and then Sami Zayn and friends do Cleveland wraps up a loaded SummerSlam Friday. And on Saturday, Undertaker's critically acclaimed One Dead Man show takes the stage of the Agora in the afternoon, and then SummerSlam coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern at Cleveland Browns Stadium, all the way through SummerSlam post-show, all streaming on Peacock.
Miss Parker in the house, don't play with me.
You know, what did you just make of that interaction between Miss Parker and Roxanne Perez?
You know, the only thing that is Miss Parker said, I want a piece of the action. I want a shot at the title. That's what this thing is all about. It really, truly is.
Well, we've had 2 title matches thus far tonight. Champions retained in both those contests. As the women taking center stage here on Sci-Fi. Reminder, Raw this Monday and week 2 of the Great American Bash next Tuesday. Also live right here on Sci-Fi. Miss Parker, one knee right to the side. Ooh, look at Gray firing right back. And look, Kendall Gray, natural mat skills, has had success everywhere she's gone, but she probably hasn't run in to anyone like Jada Parker off the pin, a kick out.
You know what they say, right, Vic? Styles make fights. I'm gonna tell you, Kendall Gray better be ready for a fight here tonight with Jada Parker.
Kendall Gray, a 3-time NAIA champion, another NIL athlete who really has taken huge strides, Booker, in the few short months she's been here at NXT.
Yeah, but there are levels to this game right here, Vic. And you go back just 3 weeks ago, me, Chin versus Jada Parker. Let me tell you, the all tests have been passed as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm glad you bring up that matchup. I mean, Jada Parker has certainly made an impression very quickly in NXT.
No, and I say she has that style, Vic. It's not the typical style. She's more of a street fighter. Plays right in. Oh, yes!
That was very effective. Into the cover and a kick out. And look, she came out with OTM. Nima Price, both of them went to the back. Another kick out. Jada Parker not afraid to do it alone, as you mentioned, whether it's been a street fight, whether it's been a ladder matches, on premium live events. She certainly has also turned real quickly. And some may not remember that Jada Parker, also an NIL athlete, but punching people in the face, it just seems to suit her.
Jada Parker don't mind mixing it up, Vic. You can tell she's from that hood.
I'm back, Chris.
A yellow or a red card here in WWE is right now she is just beating down Kendall Gray. And you can see the pain etched on the face of Gray in the center of the ring. But there's no quit in Kendall Gray, who's able to get back to a vertical base. And on the outside, Carly Bright. You know, they met each other the first day here at the PC, but right back in again. Jada Parker going to the well one too many times, and there comes Kendall Gray. And I think if this breaks down into a slugfest, I know who you're choosing.
Yeah, of course, but I'm telling you right now,
Mr. Williams over YouTube chat.
Yep. He's been there for a while. I already talked about that.
Showing the effects of the offense from Jada Parker that's focused on the real. Oh, there's Miles Bourne along with Ren Sinclair. And this is what we talked about last week. Again! It happened again, Bourne! Oh, he's got her girl's back. That's 235 pounds. Kendall Gray just threw around, and now she's chucking around Jada Parker. That looked like an Olympic slam, but it doesn't bring home a victory for Kendall Gray here tonight.
Gray staying focused here.
I'm liking this a lot. I'm liking this. You're establishing Kendall Gray as a powerhouse, even though she's not as big as some of the other powerhouses in the women's division. So even if she loses here,
for Kendall Gray now, that teardrop in the corner.
High step action to go with it. I love it.
Looking like LeBron and now trying to follow it up.
So she can lose here and it's okay, because all that stuff with Miles and everything.
Can't even watch what's going on.
About to happen.
Because here comes that hypnotic. Parker taking advantage of the distraction to pick up the W.
Here's your winner, Jada Parker.
Talking about Miles Bourne coming down here. Tapping Carly Bright on the shoulder.
Came back and got that
for her friend.
You talking about?
And this is what happened. The distraction. The game wasn't the same for Kendall Gray. And the game might have just picked up in the women's division thanks to Jada Parker.
No, Bridgie, I'm not as nervous as I thought I would be.
That's because you've got it, Thea.
You're right, I do got it.
I want to thank you for all those kind words that you said to me last week when we sit down. I can't tell you how much those words meant to me.
I meant everything I said. Thank you, seriously.
About tonight, no one is throwing in the towel. You do whatever it takes, even if you have to rip her arm out of a socket. You do whatever it takes to become NXT Women's Champion.
I feel pumped. Reggie just told me to do whatever it takes to win the championship, so I'm gonna tap Roxanne's ass out!
Whatever it takes, huh?
Whatever it takes to bring home the gold.
Yes. Okay, we can do this.
Our third championship match
Oh
still
yeah,
to come.
6-woman tag match too. Yeah. We got this match, and then the main event will be Roxanne versus Thea Hale.
It is a 6-woman tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of JC Jane, Jasmine Nix, and Fallon Henley. When we return to the Great American Bash, 6 women's tag team action next.
Papa, it's like we read your article. You really hate boneless wings, huh?
I think when Chase U started, they were heel.
Yeah, originally.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were heel, but they got over very quickly. Yes, Gigi Dolan has been injured. She's recovering. Don't know when she'll be back. I'm excited for the Wyatt 6 debut match too. I hope they kind of make it the main event for Raw.
That I think it needs to be, honestly. It's either going to open the show or close it. That's the only two places it can be. Look, I can answer that question for him. He'd fight somebody else. He'd like to live.
What's happening?
So, Acknowledge Danny asked, Beard, if you started wrestling today and were at NXT, would you fight Oba or someone else?
Someone else. I liked my chest being in one piece. What's up, Crafty?
First and foremost, yes. It's a storyline dedicated to him having to fight Oba Femi. He would do it.
Yeah, so Raven, real quick about that. We talked about that earlier tonight, and I want to bring it up. I don't necessarily think that's a sign that Damage Control is next. Because 2 weeks ago, when Cody Rhodes was walking backstage on SmackDown, the Wyatt 6 symbol was on a door. Obviously, Cody's not a target, and they're not even on SmackDown. I think those are kind of either, they're like misdirection hints, or they're just showing the fact that, hey, the Wyatt 6 are everywhere. I don't necessarily think it's to show them who their next victim might be.
Alex, so Nikki didn't take her mask off. She still had her mask on. So JC, Dexter, and Rowan took off their mask.
I think Gigi Dolan could be a good world champion. Hopefully they can get her back on track.
Popeyes is good. It's got all of their food's got a little bit of spice to it, not much. It's just enough to say, hey, I am here. But their spices have really good
Also in
taste.
Tower City is the SummerSlam store. Be the first in line when the store opens this Thursday, August 1st, to shop the largest selection of SummerSlam merchandise.
3 minutos tú y yo. Magia. Magia. Hola, amigos. 1 second, brother. De nuevo, 3 minutos. Yo solo espero que gane el mejor.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? Speed match tomorrow?
Speed Axiom. Look, I'm sure you heard what the Rascal said earlier. Here's a contract for an NXT Tag Team title match for next week.
And
if you
here
guys
is a
want.
pen.
Obviously, I put up
We'll definitely think about it.
Think about it.
De nuevo, esto no me preocupa.
Excuse me, guys. Can I get a moment with my tag partner alone? Yeah? See? Brother, did you just agree to an NXT Tag Team title match without my consent?
Yeah, we're fine. We got this, bro.
Brother, you didn't have it last week when you got pinned.
Wow.
This is like the definition of not locking in.
Brother, I am locked in. We are fine. We're going to defend these titles. But first, I'm going to win my speed match tomorrow. Okay, we are fine, I'm telling you. We are fine.
We got ourselves another championship match next week here on Sci-Fi.
Nice transition. I'm ahead of you.
Yes, you are. I have no explanation.
And their opponents, the team of Lola Vice, Carmen Petrovich, and Sol Ruka. But right now, folks, we got 3 very different women with one similar goal: beat the terrible trio.
Got a lot of talent inside the square circle right now. Cannot wait to the bell to ring.
A series of social media posts, which we did see earlier from over the weekend, has added some fuel to this matchup. But Sol Ruka brought up a great point in the video that she posted. She and Fallon Henley arrived at NXT Booker at the same time. So, do the math. Does that make Fallon Henley, who's starting things off with Sol Ruka, a rookie?
You've heard the saying,
a rookie?
You know, quality over quantity. You know, you've heard the saying, time off is your
not the main
worst
event.
enemy. I think that's what it is. Fallon has become a star here in NXT.
And look at Sol Ruka trying to power her way back up, and Fallon Henley jumping off the surfboard. But it is Jane and Jasmine Nix. They've done a lot of chirping. Can they back up the talk here tonight for Fallon Henley? Oh, swing and miss. She's looking to make it a top shelf Tuesday, but she just got hit with the X Factor by Sol Ruka.
The Sol Ruka is a very, very special talent right now.
There it is.
Surfboard!
And for Sol Ruka, smile on her face, always having a good time, even a better time now when she's punching Fallon Henley, and the same can be said for Carmen Petrovich, who didn't seem too worried with what she perceived to be empty threats from Jane, Nix, and Fallon Henley.
You know, why would she be worried? She's been competing since she was
It works
17
really well.
years old. She's mature. Understand this process, man. She gotta learn. She gotta learn the hard way. Oh, beautiful.
Jasmine Nix has checked into the matchup, and now you talk about learning the hard way. Take a look at the education that she's about to get from Carmen Petrovich, and it's Jasmine Nix who said she's the exception to the rookie rule.
Look, Jasmine is sitting under the learning.
Oh, Jesus
The
Christ.
Shing Squad here
Yeah.
tonight for Carmen Petrovich.
Good
As she's
God
starting to heat
almighty.
up here at the Great American Bash into the cover and a near fall.
Check your teeth on that one.
Doesn't look like Petrovich and Sol Ruka and Lola Vice. They don't look like rookies right now.
They
Do they?
are rookies, Vic. They gotta pay their dues. That's what they're doing here tonight.
Nice kick right to the face, dropping Nix one more time, and it's Jasmine Nix who's paying her dues at this moment in this matchup. As Carmen Petrovich now looking for the submission.
I know, right,
Take a
Mandel?
look, center of the ring. Nowhere for Jasmine Nix to go, and a look of worry on the face of Fallon Henley.
But her transition into a face, I think,
This
went really
chess,
well.
Vic. This ain't checkers.
Right now, they better figure out a different move on the board because they are getting taken care of by Petrovic, Solruk, and now Lola Vice has tagged into the matchup. And it's Lola Vice who's proclaimed no one trains like she does.
I hate to say it, Jasmine Nix, she was used as the pawn right now. Here comes the Rook.
You got a lot of chest puns here tonight. You're really on your game here, Book. And an inside cradle and a kick out by Lola Vice. Pump kick caught. Jasmine, who checked out. Checking in was JC Jane, who's taking it out. I don't know if Jane wants to trade strikes with Lola Vice.
Yes, indeed. Did you see the video earlier this week of Lola Vice?
I just told you, I watched over social media. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about kicking the bag.
Wait a minute, rolling right through, shoulders down. Crucifix, shoulders down. JC Jane able to kick out this time. Back to the feet, and it's Lola Vice, who just picks up Jane and then drops JC.
You're not wrong, IDK.
That combat MMA fighting background into the cover and a kick out by Jane.
Yeah, like I said, I would like them to
He's
build
not
a new
looking
arena
so good.
where
I
they
asked
could
her,
fit
they're
like
going to be able to
1,000
back
people.
up all their chirping.
Right now, I
now,
think they
the
can only fit
answer
like
is
200
no.
to
And
250.
take a look at the air getting driven out of the lungs of JC
I think
Jane.
they can make it work logistically with 1,000 people in an arena that they still don't.
And will
Because
that
then,
be
like
enough
NXT
this time?
crowd, they get
Another
in for
cover,
free.
another hook to the leg, and
Like you don't have to pay for
Mhm.
tickets for NXT.
JC
I
Jane
think you
we're
can still
talking
make
about.
that work logistically and financially with a 1,000
She's just
person
looking for a
arena.
moment so
That
she
is
can
your
play a
arena.
tune.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Because you make that back up in
the
merch, you make
guitar
that back
and
up in
all
like food and
that.
drinks.
It's gonna happen.
She look like a rock star
and
right
stuff
now.
like that. I think 1,000 they can make
She
it work.
does.
You get a sponsor for
Getting
the
beat up.
place.
She looks like a rock star.
Sometimes you gotta
Oh, yeah.
go both ways, Vic.
Oh, there's a tag right there by Fallon, and Fallon Henley entering the matchup. And now Fallon Henley almost in point with what you were saying, Book, but things aren't turning around again for your so-called rock star as she just got kicked. Fallon got mule kicked. Jasmine Nix probably not going to work out for you either.
Look out, man.
I don't like Fallon's odds. Oh!
Imagine the NXT
And Book,
Prime
I hate to
Arena.
say it. Actually, I don't mind saying it. Look who is standing tall.
Oh, here we go.
Petrovic
I mean, if I could
wipes
afford it,
out your rock star.
the TGN arena.
Solruka
That would be amazing.
looking to fly.
Oh shit!
That would be amazing.
Oh,
shit!
Ruka Vice continuing to roll at the Great American Bash.
You see her rotation on that? That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Damn.
Yeah, she did.
She is awesome.
Look, I don't think Solruka's going to be in the NXT very long. I think she's going to be a SmackDown star and just skyrocket. Okay.
I don't know if Charlotte.
Raw
I
or
don't know if Charlotte-
SmackDown?
I don't know if Charlotte Flair can get that kind of rotation.
Solruk, Raw or SmackDown for you?
I think SmackDown.
I'm saying SmackDown.
Like seeing her go against like a Tiffany Stratton and stuff like that, I think it'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
Solrook is amazing. She might be another one that like maybe they keep her on NXT till the Rumble, and then she appears in the Rumble and then ends up on the main roster, or they just wait until the draft and then draft her.
Either way, she's not. I got a feeling we're going to see her at the Royal Rumble. And if she doesn't stay at the Royal Rumble, she's going to get drafted.
I need to get some super glue.
For what?
The arm of my chair has got a split.
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte Flair is not a free agent. She is drafted to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. With Nikita's working on coming back, I have a feeling that people like Roxanne and Soul will get called up so that Nikki can have her moment in NXT as well. Soul Roka versus Io Sky would be fire.
I want Nikita to get to the point where she's not getting hurt all the time. You know, she came back too early last time. She got hurt again, and I think she just needs to take her time.
Do I think the Bayley reign is a failure? Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Roxanne versus Charlotte in the future will be good. I could almost see Roxanne going to Raw, though.
Yeah, she's.
Those slow kip-ups like that are always so impressive. Like the pure core strength of those.
Yeah.
Stephanie Vacour, who you're talking about, Aiden?
Or Delta.
How did you have a bad experience at a car wash, Olivia?
Team matchup here at the Great American Bash, week number 1. And we want to go back right before the break. It was Sol Ruca who
Yes, I said that concert already happened.
through the air
God, look at that
with ease,
corkscrew.
but it has been her team that has been on the ropes ever since. As
Metaphor going to
witnessed
SmackDown.
throughout
I can see that.
And it's Jasmine Nix who's in control.
Yeah, that was Stephanie
Petrovich.
Vacour.
And if you're Jasmine right now,
She's not
I hate to
debuted on
say it,
NXT
but
TV just yet.
right now your role models are JC Jane and Fallon Henry. That's who you're looking up to.
Yes.
Those two.
Hey, what's wrong with that? I mean,
You heard what they said. You've seen the way they
let me tell you something. In this business, you gotta have a little dirt on.
No, I honestly, I can see Cora Jade and Roxanne heading to Raw.
Non-stop action since the start. Tag made. In comes Lola Vice. In comes JC Jane. And there are the feet going to work. Oh, Fallon Henley getting lit up. JC Jane, there's your rock star. Tickets to the show.
Can't take nothing away from Lola. She's good, Dick. She's special.
Well, Lola Vice also heard what JC Jane and Fallon Henley have said over
Cora
the week.
Cora Jade's good.
That's true, Vandal. That is
I've
true.
seen her.
Championship match to start the night. Of course, there was WWE Women's Tag
I
Team
love that
title successfully
somersault
defended by the
clothesline, but
Union. Here to kick off the night
JC
of the Great
Jane and
American
Fallon are a little
Bash.
out of
But it's
position.
this tag team match here and now
Yeah.
with those three women standing tall.
Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it, Vic? Oh, the trifecta.
Olivia, it's the best wrestling show on television
I don't even
today.
like to use the term rookies that have really been in control of this
They're
matchup.
all rookies, but they're paying their dues here tonight. That's what it's all about. That's all I want to see.
Fallon Henley, powerbomb. That's got to be it for Sol Ruca on a near fall.
No, she's got to hit the
Got to
soul
credit to
snatcher.
Fallon Henley there.
Yeah, she's not going to let it go away like that. Not that easy. But
Whoa.
talk about Fallon.
Wait a minute. Jasmine and
Okay.
JC on the outside.
Faye,
Sol Ruca just saw her
you say
partners
Sol
get
Ruca
laid
is the
out.
situation with
She's
Charlotte
not
in
fazed
your
by it,
opinion.
though.
Now
She's
you need that
continuing
in
to push
skill,
forward,
right?
all the way to the top, but Fallon Henley able to get back to her feet and is trying to knock Sol off her perch. Tag was made. JC now makes a tag.
Double
Jasmine
tag.
Nix is legal.
Oh, I'm feeling something's about to. Oh, wow.
And following it up is Jasmine Nix. Nix now with a plex that is perfect, but not perfect enough as this matchup continues. You know, it's action like this that when I think of Jane, Nix,
This is a very good
and
match.
Fallon, and just listen to this place. How can they call NXT a joke?
In a word, rookies. Rookies trying to take somebody's spot, trying to move up before they're actually
So it's
ready.
jealousy.
I think that's
So
what
they're
it is.
jealous.
It's still in one word, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Vice from behind now on Fallon, and JC sees the opening. And again, Lola Vice is not the legal superstar. It is Sol Ruca, and I believe it is Jasmine Nix as JC just wiped out Lola. Fallon now going up, going around, got caught though by Petrovich.
What a matchup, Vic. What a matchup here tonight.
This action is off to a bad for the official in this match because it is hard to contain with all 6 of these women. This has truly been human demolition derby.
2 years of
Jasmine got
wrestling?
caught, excuse me, just caught
All in
Sol that
WWE?
step up in Seguri. In comes Carmen Petrovich. Petrovich now the legal superstar.
I think about 2
Right now
years.
she's on the roll, Vic. She's on the roll. She's rolling downhill. Getting bigger, stronger, faster. So close to finishing this thing.
And this is that karate background. Those those devastating strikes, those precision
Hospital.
kicks into the cover hook of the leg, and Jasmine Nix able to kick out. Take another look, just feel the impact.
What this thing is feeling right now to me, Vic, is going to come down to who wants it the most.
Block for the moment. Jasmine turn on. Oh, and there's that Pele kick. Tag was made. In comes JC Jane. Another quick tag. Big forearm. Fallon Henley is legal. Fallon calling out the shots. Sol Ruka got isolated. Carmen Petrovic got dropped. And Lola Vice trying to get in, gets caught, and Fallon just pinned Petrovic.
Here are your winners, the team of JC Jane, Jasmine Nix, and Fallon Henley.
Well, on this night, those three certainly proved their point. There was that Pele kick.
Oh yeah, I've always said it, like NXT has the best women's division.
Was made from the forearm. Fallon Henley was
so
legal.
Good.
JC Jane took out Sol Ruka. JC Jane then stopped Lola Vice, and that allowed Fallon Henley to pick up the victory.
I honestly think they're prepping these three to go into the main roster.
American match.
What a hell of a team. What a hell of a win. Oh, yeah.
Kalani,
It's
just
such
the
a
person I
well
wanted
said.
to
That's
see.
awesome.
I have my toys, you have yours. Let's play. Come on.
Tatum, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I don't want to play with you or your dolls.
How about we play with that?
No, I don't play when it comes to this.
Neither do I.
By the way, did y'all see the video of Tatum Paxley deadlifting 450?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Holy shit. That was impressive.
Oh, that would creep out anyone. But there's a challenger. She's ready like Rocky. Can she bring gold, that being Thea Hale, back to Chase University? Or will the prodigy retain? Looking to get more respect on her name. Main event is next.
I don't see Roxanne losing here, but if Thea Hale wins, I will pop so fucking hard. Yeah, Tatum's insane.
Tatum needs, personal opinion, don't come at me for it, but Tatum needs this long story where she's in front of the crowd, does a bunch of matches, stuff like that, so they can actually see how good she is. I think that's what's missing from Tatum Paxley right now, is she hasn't had a lot of matches.
I don't know if anything's missing. People still pop for her. Like,
Don't get me wrong, no,
I don't think
they still
missing.
pop. But it just, I want more people to be able to see her skills. I think that's what I'm going after. NXT goes off at 10:08, so 45, 50, 20,
23 minutes from now.
23 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't
Good for her.
We don't care about Gypsy Rose. I did see that, actually. I wasn't really watching the Olympics, but I did see the video on them coming back at the last second to win bronze. Good for them. Also, I have a feeling, what's her name? She's the big star from the U.S. rugby team. She's also huge on social media. Her name just all of a sudden escapes me. I wouldn't doubt that WWE tries recruiting her hardcore.
Oh, God, yes.
Thank you, IDK. Yeah, I think that they are going to recruit her hard. She's got wonderful personality. Obviously, she is a powerhouse. I think that is somebody they will go after. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, this is like Blossom. I agree with you. This I am 99.999% sure Roxanne leaves with the championship intact. This is not going to be an easy match, though. You're going to see her taken to the limit. You're going to see Thea Hale thrive. It's going to be good. So, Boo Boo Kitty Darling, do you happen to have an iPhone? Do you have an iPhone? Yeah. So there's something going on. I don't know what exactly it is, but there's something with iPhones and TikTok right now. It's not allowing you guys to go to landscape mode. Androids aren't having the same issue. They're fine. Would you say Thea Hale is the Chelsea of NXT? No. I would say Thea Hale, I had to compare to somebody on the main roster.
There's someone like her on the main roster right now.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, back in the day, you know, what was her name? The sidekick to the Hurricane.
Molly Holly.
Molly Holly. Yeah. Was kinda.
Yes, we've already had the Joe Hendry concert.
So, this young lady that we're talking about, that WWE, she is 5'10", 200 pounds.
Oh, she's a brick shit house. Like, and again, great personality. I think getting her into promos and whatnot will be very easy. Like, I think they'll be able to. I think the transition will be easy for her, and I think she's athletic enough that she will grab a hold of wrestling, and I think she'll be great.
Fans, and it'll be live on Peacock.
There's an article on today.com about her roasting the trolls making
Well, the
fun of
kickoff
her.
is this Friday, but let's go back to something that happened earlier tonight, because the NXT Universe was having a great time until Gallus showed up and ruined Joe Hendry's concert. Gallus, who does not want Joe Hendry to be in NXT, proved their point and made a statement earlier tonight.
Joe Hendry, your concert didn't end how you wanted tonight.
It wasn't just the NXT universe that were excited about tonight. I was. A Joe Hendry concert live in NXT, a first for WWE, a milestone in my career. And Gallus had to ruin it. You know, those three are driven by jealousy, and Joe Coffey is at the wheel. You know what I'm driven by? Proving that I belong here in NXT, that I can hang with the best in the world. So you know what, next week, there's not going to be any singing. It's going to be 252 pounds of pure motivation ready to kick Joe Coffey's ass. And once and for all, force Gallus to believe in Joe Hendry.
There it is, official, ladies and
Well, we
gentlemen.
are back on Sci-Fi next week with week 2 of the Great American Bash, and the ink is dry, but the blood still boiling. It will be the biggest match in the life and career of Oro Mensah. Can he win gold? With Noam Dar looking on from back home with the rest of Metaphor in his corner, can he get that 1, 2, 3? Or will Ethan Page prove Oro is a fluke? NXT Championship on the line next week. It all started with Trick Williams looking for advice, and Pete Dunne saying, figure it out. Well, it appears Trick has as well. He's looking to whoop that bruiserweight next week here on Sci-Fi. His concert was ruined tonight after that heinous attack by Gallus. It is led by Joe Coffey. Next week, Joe will look to make Coffey believe in Hendry. It all goes down at the Great American Bash. Playtime is over, as this won't be about dolls but gold when Kalani Jordan defends the women's North
That's going to be a good match,
Championship
too.
against Tatum.
Ashley versus
This matchup
Jordan.
takes place next week live at the Great
Yes.
American Bash.
Give it.
And MSK looks to win back the titles they didn't lose over 2 years ago. Buckle up, because this will be high-flying. Axiom, Frazier,
That right there is
MSK
gonna be
for
insane,
the
though.
NXT Tag Team titles. 3 title matches next week, but it's time for our main event and our 3rd title match tonight at the Great American Bash.
NXT never fails to deliver, man.
And there's the challenger, Thea Hale with Chase University. And Booker, can we agree that this is
Raven, I'm agreeing with you. I can honestly see those tag titles being going to TNA and NXT.
Raven, I kind of have to agree. I agree with you and Jason here.
She's going against one of the best, if not the best.
The night began with 2 championship matches.
Oba only showed up as like showing up in the parking lot. He hasn't been on screen other than that, and he has no match next week too. That's the one problem with Oba Femi is it's hard to get like who do you pit against him now? Yeah, MSK versus ABC, champion versus champion. Yes, please, all day, every day.
From Ridge Hollins.
Man, I got goosebumps.
But there's our champion, Roxanne Perez, walking into another main event, looking to prove once again that no one is on her level.
That's all she knows, Vic. She's been a main eventer since day one. 2-time, can I say it again? 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Put some respect on her name, man.
And you think about last summer, you think about this event. It was a year ago that
Yes, Riley Osborne and Blair Davenport got married. Congrats to them.
The Great American Bash facing Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton.
I think it was this past weekend they got married.
Perez, who on that night was in a
Good
weapons
for them, congratulations. And yet, once
really
again,
showing a new side of
your
herself.
conspiracy theory has more concrete underneath of it.
Really need to mention, which is the X Factor.
WWE trying to breed that next generation, man.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Angelica, you have to go down to the Performance Center and apply. Like, they do tryouts for announcers just like they do wrestlers.
And her opponents, she is
I don't think it's Julia, but I think it might be Stephanie. And she might team up with Roxanne.
Oh, sci-fi, don't you start. It's really not sci-fi, it's
What?
Xfinity. I'm having issues.
Oh. Gotcha.
You better load, you son of a bitch. You better attempt to resume.
Women's Championship
There we
match in history. It's the main event of week 1 of the Great American Bash. And while you're stuck on Andre
I think
Chase,
Oba
I wanna
needs a
bring
little bit
up
more time in
again Rich
NXT, but at the same time,
Holland,
I could
because it
see
was
them
Rich
pulling the
Holland
trigger and
who
taking him up to the main
helped
roster.
Get this championship match. It was Rich Holland who helped make the
I'm hoping so, Tony. It's not guaranteed, but I'm hoping so.
To no border catch crew who taught Thea Hill the ability to be able to go out there and withstand what she's going to be in here tonight with, which is Roxanne Perez, the prodigy.
So will you just credit though as the shoulders are down and a quick kick out shifting the body weight was Perez. Perez right back into it, getting right back up, going right back down. Another cover, another count.
Oh, this thing is moving quick.
Oh, this is going to be mad. Going for the Kimura quickly, and look at Perez, who is able to get to that middle rope. Will you just credit Rich Holland, who helped light a fire within Thea Hale, made her remember who she was. You heard that pep talk earlier. It's Rich Holland who's been in the ear of the challenge.
You know what? I agree with you. I give Rich Holland a lot of credit for motivating Thea Hale.
Hey, Raven, a lot of these NIL signees have zero wrestling experience, and they get signed. If you can get to a tryout, good to go.
NXT Universe right
You show the heart, determination, and the willingness to take the bruises, there's a good chance.
Trying to soften up a body part, looking for maybe that cross face, trying to wear down that shoulder. But look at Chase on the outside. This is what he's gotten Thea Hale ready for. Being able to stay one step ahead of Roxanne.
What are you talking about? Roxanne is the one that's one step ahead.
What are you talking? Thea Hale who just countered 2 moves and then followed it right back up with a big suplex. And look who's on the retreat. It's the champion. Look who's on the offense. It's the challenger.
Roxanne is just contemplating her strategy, Vic.
Yeah, Phil, they do it as tryouts, so.
And this is what happens when you start to believe in yourself. Thea
Yeah,
Hale is in
you're not
control.
wrong.
Don't miss a second of the action. Are we about
Thea
to
was
crown a
too.
new champion?
Thea's an NIL talent that had no wrestling experience.
Yep, look at her now.
And here she is in her second championship match. Oba Femi had zero experience in wrestling. Do I think Becky's going to AEW? No. She'll re-sign with WWE when she's ready to come back. She's just taking her time and enjoying her home life and her family life.
And this is why we're saying every WWE show needs to be 2.5 hours long. This felt like it just jetted by.
I thought that was Fallon Henley that wrestled AEW Dark McDonald's.
It was Hendry.
Fallon Henley.
Like I said, Raven, if you've got the heart, the desire, and the willing to take the bruises, they can work with you.
How did Thea Hale wrestle in AEW when she had her very first match on her 18th birthday on NXT TV? So you're telling me that AEW had somebody who was a minor wrestle? Yeah, exactly, Vandal. I hope Malachi Black comes back, but I don't really know. Yes, I've heard of the guy who wrestles while making a pizza. Yes, with the pizza dough and everything. Yeah, that's why. Like you saw Thea Hale on TV a lot, but she didn't get her first actual match on TV until it was her 18th birthday. That's weird. I guess if you get a parent to sign off on a waiver, I guess you could do it. I know WWE obviously wouldn't do that, but I guess maybe AEW is okay with it. Was Nathan in AEW before?
Frazier? No.
I think Frazier might have wrestled a match or two on Dark or something.
I know Frazier wrestled in NXT UK for like almost the entire existence of it.
Championship has not changed hands in over a decade at this event, and also this is the youngest NXT Women's Championship match in history, as Perez has been in control, but a big DDT for Thea Hale, who I just looked up from my monitor, is trying to shake some feeling back into her hand, because as you've been watching,
honestly, I would like to see a healthy Thunder Rosa in WWE. She is a class act, and I think she would be really good.
Maybe having to play a little bit of defense as you see Drew Cuts in the MVP shouting at Thea Hale right now in this moment. She's got to fight back.
Thea Hale is answering all of those questions right now. Do she belong? Can she win the big one? We're going to find out.
Well, there's Perez, who we talked about it off air. Better not look at Thea Hale and see some sort of student. Thea Hale starting to fire up now. And look, I'll give credit where credit is due to Roxanne Perez. She's the most decorated woman in NXT history, but she is in there right now with someone who is building Booker.
I think we're going to see a lot more wrestlers in like anywhere between 2026 to 2028 coming from different organizations to WWE, since their contracts are going to be up and Vince is not in charge anymore.
Gotta wonder the damage done to the arm of Thea Hale, who's trying to scoop up, and there's the world's smallest slam. Rolling right through. Feeling it right now, Book. Challenger. Oh! No one there. Look at the champion quickly. The Prodigy. Crucifix near fall and almost retention, but there's the crossface. This is what Perez has been working on. Trying to soften up the arm, the shoulder.
Yes, Kate, they actually just said this is the youngest match in the history of WWE.
Able to get over to the bottom rope.
Very smart by Thea Hale right there.
Brandon, I agree with you completely.
But that was smart by Thea.
Right there with you.
Right out to Andre Chase, trying to coach her up. But it's hard to coach someone up when you got a champion like Roxanne Perez throwing caution to the wind.
Roxanne Perez, so controlled, like I said, Vic, so patient to get it. Well, wait a minute. What the hell? What this distraction is all about?
Not distraction. The champion took her out of the ball, and the challenger trying to make her pay.
What the hell are you talking about? Are we looking at the same thing?
What did Chase do? Chase didn't put his hands on her. Roxanne Perez looked at Chase U. She took her eye off the ball.
Coaching.
Thea Hale is trying to step up to the plate. She's looking for the home run. She's looking to bring gold back to Chase U. Back to her feet.
Possibly, homie.
Big Michinoku driver. Awkward landing. Cover. Perez just kicking out. That was
no, Vince versus Pat is not the oldest. It might be like combined age
two
oldest.
high-impact offensive maneuvers back-to-back. Couldn't
but
keep Perez down.
Pat's in his early to mid 30s.
And we've seen the confidence grow in Chase University. We saw Duke Hudson in the main event spotlight a few weeks ago.
Thank you, AJ.
We saw Raleigh Osborne bust out of his shell. I did see that, and now we got to see if Thea Hale can fight through, because Roxanne looking for pop rocks. Countered, backslide, shoulders, shoulders. Oh, man. And now quickly into the Kimura. Perez now in trouble. The champion's in trouble, boy. Perez is nowhere for her to go. She's trying to roll through, but now she rolled into the crossface. Nice counter. Nice submission. Rolling right back through. And now it's Thea now with the Kimura locked
So
back
good.
in.
So good.
She's got to hold on.
Get up the rope. What the hell's going on here?
Trying to roll through again. Perez navigating her way free. The injured arm. Look at the torque. Awkward position. Thea now in a lot of trouble.
Do your job, Carlin. Have the words
right
on.
there. Look
Have
at
the
Rich Holland.
understanding. Have the know-how. Do your
Thea
job.
trying to fight. NXT Universe trying to rally. Thea trying to power her way to her feet.
She is so strong for her size.
And Thea trying to drop the champion. She did. She's feeling it again. Let's go, Thea. Cover for the championship. No, and again. Roxanne just saved her championship.
What in Sue? I would love to see that.
Don't forget Thea's first ever championship match was against Tiffany Stratton in the submission match.
Booker, you are sweating through your suit.
You can see Thea Hale is getting very desperate.
Yeah, same can be said for Perez, who just poked Thea in the face. The official didn't see it.
By any means, by any means.
Oh, that's bullcrap, boy. And you know it. The official didn't see. He was fixing the ring apron in front of us. And Perez right back in. And now the champion charges, got caught. Shoulder first into the post. Look at Rich Holland.
Not wrong, JR.
Thea Hale again. Duke Hudson rallying. And once again, there it is. Locked in. The Kimura cinched in deep. Perez has nowhere to go, Booker. Trying to roll through, trying to get to that bottom rope and able to navigate both women to the outside.
Show you how much
God.
wants it. Not just wants it, Dick. She needs this
Same
victory.
can be said, though, for Thea Hale. The same thing you can say for the challenger, who is now being decimated on the outside. Referee's discretion. No one wants to see a disqualification.
The gloves just came off, Vic. Roxanne Perez. Oh,
Phone. I hate you, phone. I hate you.
Right back into that crossface. And now it's
Why
Thea
did you-
Hale, who's trying to shift her weight, shoulders down, and a kick out, having relinquished the hold back into the Kimura. What a match this has been. Championship main event. Is she gonna tap? Booker, is she gonna tap? So close is Perez, trying to navigate and roll her way through, and I don't know how many
These
more
constant
times
transitions
these
are
two
awesome.
can trade holds. What a freaking match this has been. What a main event to the bash.
I'm nervous, Vic.
You should be nervous
right now.
But Thea Hale sees that bottom
We got
rope.
4
She's just
minutes
trying
left.
to continue this fight. Can she get there?
You gotta roll, Roxanne. You gotta roll.
Oh, Perez wisely rolling through, back to her feet. Pop, rocks.
Man.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez. Unreal main event here tonight at the Great American Bash. And this was just week number 1, but these two women just stole the spotlight. They saw it, they took it. This was an absolute classic between these two. And Thea Hale, even in defeat, showed what she's made of. But right there, after both these women went back and forth so many times, there you see the victor. And it's now the time Perez gets the respect that she deserves, because the prodigy is the measuring stick in NXT.
Oh no, she'll have it. She will win it. She will win it. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that Thea Hale will win in NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was such a phenomenal match. What a great way to end of the show. What an amazing episode of NXT, as per usual. And on top of that, next week's going to be another banger. They've really got it set up.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait. Guys, do not forget, this Thursday we've got the Geeks and Noobs podcast where we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoilers in that podcast, as well as what's going on with everything that happened at San Diego Comic-Con. And then Friday starts the subathon, and I will start it at 5 o'clock with the that SummerSlam kickoff show. So we will start at 5 o'clock for the subathon. Right now we're at 38 hours. Obviously that can go up as long as people subscribe and all that jazz. Don't forget, if you want me to do my hair like Joe Hendry, cut it short, dye it blonde, we got to get 2 out of 3 of our goals. 2 out of 3 of our goals. We have to get to 1,000 on YouTube. That's the one requirement. And we either have to get to 300 subscribers on TikTok or 100 subscribers on Twitch. We get 2 of those 3 goals, I will do it. If we get all 3 of those goals, I will recreate the Joe Hendry entrance video. So keep that in mind.
Yep. Josh, all times that we state are in Eastern.
Yeah. So that'd be 5 p.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye on that, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, for the Booker, I've been Super Beard. You've been super awesome. And we will see you guys on Thursday. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket ship. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money, I'm making a lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally known. Walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back.
Hey, it's a 1 in a million chance that you run up and not end up pissing in blacks. I made a cornerstone out of a corner, boy. Poppy still got my pick in the glass. Say, why they keep messing with you? I miss it to be. Got burners and burnouts with 2nd degree. I just totaled my Tesla, ain't stressing receipts. I got back in that thing in like less than a week. I just parked in the building. Matter of fact, I just stomped in the building and shot to the ceiling. Got art in apartments I bought for $1 million. Put cross on the wall and I auctioned the building. Now watch them play my strip. It's a cover up. Watch which spray my wrist. Get another one. Watch which name got this. Pick up brother up. Watch it game my rich. With the bubble up. Stop it. She poppin'. I seen them girls too often. My money come from content.